Yeah, history about French Tech. Wow, man. It all started out with first and foremost, my family and I were always into like extreme sports, and when motocross kind of dwindled down a little bit in 2004 and 5. There was a need for something extreme, and at the time, we were good friends with the boys from Guam, Team Fukai and Purebred. And every time I went down there to race bikes, they always invited me in and brought me in with open arms and showed me that side of the extreme sports. Something that I just fell in love with. So in 2004, Roman De La Cruz, he brought an event to Tinian. It was the Fury Fighting Islands, and at the time, he had asked me if anyone from Saipan was interested in competing. And so I said, hey man, I'll look around. There's a lot of islanders that are very interested in competing. And so I went around to some taekwondo schools. At the time there was a couple of boxing gyms, some judo gyms and stuff. And I rounded up a few guys and, all brought them down to Tinian and faced them up against their Romanian counterparts. And it wasn't that they didn't fight valiantly and hard. It's just that, they lacked the skills. So although they gave it 100% effort and everything, they all ended up losing. And that was the turning point for me when I brought my fellow Islanders down there and they all lost. And I said, wow, you know what, it's time. It's time to bring something to Saipan and teach what the Romanians possessed at the time. And I said, wow, you know what, man, if those guys can all enter into a fight and beat their opponents on the ground, wow, that's something that I would love to start. So that was the beginning of Trench Tech right there. Well, from Trench Wars 1, I can tell you that there's been a lot of evolution, big learning curve from then. I mean, the guys back in Trench Wars 1 were wild, scrappy, and possessed a little bit of skills, and were able to put those little bit of skills that they knew to work to their advantage. And over the course of the last 7 years, and 14 Trench Wars later, and mind you, that's not even including Rites of Passage. Rites of Passage is our amateur events that we cater to, the novice guy, the first timer, the second or third timer that wants to redeem their performance. We've had already 11 of those. So I can already tell you that the evolution from Trench Wars 1 to Trench Wars 15, you're gonna see a lot of technical fighting. Fighters are in better shape than they were when they first did it because now they know that it is important to train and prepare for the matches. That is why I put out calendars and a prelude of what to expect for the year. So that way, teams, there's many different teams that have spawned from 2001. Before it was Trench Tech and Street Fighters, and now it's Trench Tech. We got Team Zalaka, we got Team Predator Combat, we got Team Zengzum, we got Team Relentless, we got Team Outrageous, we got all sorts. There's a lot. So from there, on Fight Night, you're going to see a lot of improvement in the actual sport of mixed martial arts, where people are a little bit more disciplined and a lot more determined to show what they got and show their skills. In the beginning, it was just locals. It was just Saipan versus Saipans. And over the course of 7 years, we were able to. The next step we took was we invited fighters from Guam to test our skills. And we realized that we were getting better and better. So from then, more fighters from Guam. We also invited fighters from Japan. We also invited fighters from the U.S., fighters from Korea, Korean top team. We invited fighters from Russia, fighters from the Philippines. And so, as you can see, it's just the whole evolution of the sport. Now that our level of fighting is getting better with each passing year, it's time for us as well to step up the competition level for ourselves, truly to test ourselves more than anything. Here at Trench Tech, we have a slogan, and that slogan is we create friendship through fighting. And with that being said, it speaks for itself. Although we fight each other, the respect and the humility is always there. And so, this weekend you're going to see it's going to be Saipan versus Tinian versus Guam, and it's going to be fantastic, man. So, I'm just very thankful for all the guys all my friends, and all my supporters behind the scenes that really make the show happen. From my cage crew to my staff, to just everybody that that spins the web to make the event possible. Trench Wars 15 Supremacy, who will reign supreme? You can get your tickets at Borderline. The Trap Urban Boutique. You can go to Docomo Pacific while you're paying your phone bill and just pick up a set of tickets there. It's $30 for VIP and just $20 for regular seating. And the way we do it here in Saipan, it's a small venue, so everybody's a VIP. No matter where you sit, you'll have a bird's eye view of the fight. So it's all going down Friday, December 16th at the Saipan World Resort. Trench Tech, among other teams, are going to be there, and I can tell you one thing for sure: we're going to definitely rock the world. So. hope to see all of you guys there, man. And just thank you for all your continuous support over the years and supporting MMA and our fighter athletes. I am just very thankful and very grateful for that. Yeah, right on, man. My name is Cuki the janitor. I gave up flying cockroach. It's Cuki the janitor Alvarez because I just, I maintain the cleanliness of the sport and I just clean things up. But Cuki Alvarez here, president of Trench Tech, and again, just thank you for everybody's support, and we'll see you at the fights. I was just telling